This is Pimpin' Pong the Mac emoji, and we back up in this with a highly anticipated, oh so underrated, never duplicated album review for Joe Fresco, Make America Player Again, Volume 2. Let's get down with that.
I gotta tell y'all, man, this project makes me so proud to do what I do. It was about a year ago when I was flying back from New York from the BBW boat ride, and I was texting Joe Fresco while I was on the plane, and he sent me his collaborative project he did with Black C from RBL Posse called Ruthless, and that one was filled with slappers that had that funk for your trunk. And I want to commemorate my Uncle Black C for signing Joe Fresco and taking him under his wing, because the sound has evolved so magnificently, and you really see this character manifested in so many ways on Make America Player Again Volume 2. Joe Fresco is one of the most underrated guys on the West, and quite frankly, one of the dopest people who, similar to me, is all about bringing people together that I've had the pleasure of working with so far. Now, if you like West Coast hip-hop, you are in the right place. If you like G-Funk, you are in the right place. If you are really with this player wave shit, Making America Player Again Volume 2, you're in the right place. Okay, so without further ado, I don't have a lot of notes, but I just really want to speak to you about the songs that really resonated with me. And this is a 2-disc project, so there's lots and lots of material to thumb through. So, whether you're making a long drive or you're up late night gaming or you smoking or you throw in a kickback or barbecue for the summertime, a pool party, these songs really belong on the soundtrack to all of these activities for you this summer. I'm going to start with the first track, 408.1 MPA intro featuring So Vicious and Black C. The way they're coming in with the radio intro and the flashlight sample Parliament is just so classic West Coast, man. G-Funk is just alive and well, and really Joe Fresco's on a mission to keep that alive and well. I want to skip to the third song, Just Another Day, featuring rapper Big Pooh and Caesar Nicholas and Seralvo. Forgive me if I'm saying anybody's name wrong. But, man, Joe Fresco, I need to know, man, what was it like working with rapper Big Pooh from Little Brother? The way he got him on something West Coast was so fly, man, so fly. Get a Southeastern rapper on something West Coast. And I've heard Big Pooh say in interviews that, like, at heart, he's, always been down with, like, the likes of Battle Cat and Dog Pound and stuff. So it was really cool to just, be able to ride around and hear that. One of my favorite tracks here, hands down, is Murderer's Row, featuring Woofy Woof, All Hail Y.T, Anthony Danza, and Whoose. Why? Because I just feel like the message is plain and simple, man. It's the reincarnation of Death Row. And to have worked with all of these brothers and be aware of, Woofy Woof from, my partners who were in Schema Posse, and have interviewed Danza and YT and gotten to know them over the years. It's just so dope to hear all these guys on one song. Then you hear Herm Lewis Speaks on the next track, and he's doing his spoken word, and he's been on Larry June's projects before, and I think that's really special, to have this poet out of the Bay Area who really means so much. Okay, another one of my favorite tracks on here is Never Love. Man, that spoke to my soul right now, to be dealing with various ladies. And, the song says it all. I don't want to say too much, but the sample took me back. And, it's just something that you got to throw a dub to. No disrespect, but it just spoke to me in so many ways. Then Day the Players took over. There's so much bounce to the ounce with that one. Black C is, very much one of those rappers who, when he gets on a track, he also brings out the best of whomever else he's on that song with. And, Joe Fresco and Black C always have great chemistry. And On the Juice featuring Young Lot is another slapper. Again, all of these come with funk. They all come with bounce. These are all very much like lowrider songs, At the top of disc 2, we got We Can't F With That featuring Cuddy Dre. Another one that comes in strong and smooth. But I want to skip down to Heartbreak Hotel. This one was classic lyricism to the point where, I feel like I'm listening to Children's Story from Slick Rick, but from a West Coast perspective. You know, these are songs that have great beats and great storytelling, you know, that I'm just so invested. And I like how You're the One, he closes out with that one. It kind of has that hip hop and R&B flavor that I was kind of craving, you know, going back to like the blog era of hip hop. And these interludes on here are hilarious. The radio skits, I mean, it's very much like a modern 90s feel, you know. So Joe Fresco is a very talented dude, and the way he can really be a underrated spokesperson for the West and, you know, represent a present generation and be retro and nostalgic is very dope to watch, man. So I'm really proud to, you know, be involved with this project and be on board with what Joe Fresco has to come, man. So Make America Player Again Volume 2 is one you gotta hear. You know, it's a perfect summer album. That's bottom line. What y'all think of this one? Let me know in the comments. What else do I need to review? Also let me know in the comments. Peace, love, Palm.
Are you an unsigned or independent artist looking for a review of your music? Well, you need to holler at Palm. Send an email to prettyawesomelitmusic@outlook.com or just message me on Instagram.
You better follow Palm.
Biatch.